Hi everyone, this is Cyndee with Angelathart Gifts. I am in a Prints and Pattern Challenge. I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a little bit, but I'll also take a look for the puppy prints because anybody that has been around me knows I love my little fur babies. And here I have it is a dog food mat and two of the Dollar Tree drawers. I'm going to go ahead and put primer on them after I take E6000 and attach the two drawers together. I need to stain probably about 350 popsicle sticks with the Folk Art Antique Wax. So I get to do plenty of that, and I'm not going to show you me doing them, all of them. That would take all night. Okay, here's our two drawers, and I'm going to go ahead and do 45-degree angles at the top and whatever angle I need at the bottoms. Just do it as we go. I'm attaching them with both wood glue and a hot glue. I enjoy working with the wood. There's a lot of different things I like doing. But when it comes to the wood, probably obvious because this is the second project I've done with popsicle sticks. But I enjoy making the patterns and, take something that was a clear plastic, kind of an ugly piece, and turn it into something that looks so different. So we're just continuing on and completing each side, even if some of the pieces are real small, and sanding the edges as I go so that as I proceed to the next side, it doesn't mess up the other side because of a piece being too long or something. This is prints and patterns, so I decided that the edges looked a little rough with just the popsicle sticks ending. So I thought I'm going to take some of these skewers from Dollar Tree, and in between where the sides meet, I'm going to go ahead and put them there. So I went ahead and stained some of those along with 4 beads that I can put on the bottom. And here, I can't remember whether it's the top or the bottom. I believe it's the bottom. It's got some little two raised edges. So I had to put some popsicle sticks in there so that it would all lay flat. Otherwise, it definitely wasn't going to stay there. It was going to try to move around. So I stabilized it with a couple of popsicle sticks, and it worked out great. And here I'm going ahead and I'm going to attach some of those skewers to the edges where they meet. Makes it look a lot cleaner. I've had to sand a few edges to make sure that the skewer would go in there and fit nicely without an edge poking out too far and causing a problem. And then the drawers, which didn't think about it, but the little handles, the little pulls, make it a little bit more difficult to work with. But I decided that I would go ahead and put some skewers out from the handle and then just do 45-degree angles across the top and then across the bottom. So I was only working on a half of it instead of trying to figure around it, and it worked out kind of nice, and it also gave it a really cool pattern to take a look at. I have to tell you, clipping all those popsicle sticks, the little ends, I got pretty good at it. I could shoot somebody if they came in to disturb me. Got a couple of hole-in-ones. A little container that sat at the edge of my table. I knocked a couple in there. I'm going ahead and trying to make sure that everything is even so my drawers can still slide in and out. And there you can see it looks pretty good. And there's the puppy prints. I decided to make it prints and patterns. Anyway, I've told you that I am Cyndee with Angelathart Crafts. And if you are enjoying my video, I would ask that you give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I'd love to know what you think. Now for the Prints and Patterns Challenge, Daniela and Savannah did an open challenge to anybody to see if they could, what they could make with using prints and patterns. And these are two really talented women. You should check them out. We have a playlist of all the people that accepted the challenge. Watch the playlist. There are many talented women in the community of the DIYs, and there is so much to see. The imagination in this group goes from one end of the universe to the other. You will never know what the next person may come up with. So take a watch them all, and see what you can find. Now we're going to go ahead and start the tray. So I have all kinds of popsicle sticks as well as skewers to stain. So I'm going to get to doing that. Hopefully I'll get to craft pretty quick. I think I have more fun cutting. At least then I can aim for something. And I lost the video, so here you can see that I've gotten the tray done, and I'm trying to see if I can't bend the skewers to fit around the edges. It really looked like they would do it, but I couldn't get an adhesive that would hold it to the plastic well enough. I sure gave it a good try, but I end up giving up, sanding it all, getting all the glue and everything off of it, and deciding that the rope is going to bend 300% easier, and I can finish this without fighting with it any further. So I go ahead and I put the rope around that curved edge of the dog food mat, and this is the bottom, and I'm going ahead and putting a little antique wax on it just so that you can see the little puppy prints. And then I'm putting on some little legs that are little birch cuts, and then I'm going to go ahead and put some rope handles. Everything came from Dollar Tree except the wood glue and my sanders and scissors and the E6000, but a lot of it did come from Dollar Tree. And everything, if everything cooperates, I might get this done. Along with the video, I don't know what happened with my camera. All of a sudden, I pulled the card out and there was nothing recorded. I started another piece while I was waiting for this one to dry, little square bottle, and it got part of the start of that one, but actually that was a different card. I brought that to my computer and put a different one in that I've been using, and all of a sudden there was nothing on it. I don't know. Anyway, so there you see that I'm working on that little bottle a little bit, and the rest of that is nowhere to be found. But I take and I put wood up against the squared bottom, and there it is, all completed. There was another dish that Dollar Tree had. It was white with a gold lid, and this is my version on changing it. And that is all my items for prints and patterns. I really hope you enjoyed my video, and if you did, like it, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I would love to know what you would like to see in the future.